Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romancer 3 Kingdoms 13 Champion Edition Turbo Hyper Fighting Rise of Zertopia on the Mysterious JG. So last time we had struck an alliance with Liu Biao, which will make it less dangerous to grab some of these nice cities like Wuling and Changsha if we're really lucky before the alliance ends. But at least we're going to get Ling Ling and Guiyang, and we can hopefully build them up by the time Liu Biao has taken the rest of his cities. And by the time Liu Biao is ready to attack us, we should be pretty defensible. Then maybe we can counterattack and either wipe him out or take a couple more of his cities before I get another alliance going. Now I'm thinking about trying to do the same thing and get an alliance going with Liu Zhang. I don't like the idea of attacking these cities over here, you know, the Jiangdong, the Wu Heartland. I kind of feel like it's potentially cheap styles to do what I'm doing now, to just grab a bunch of these open cities early. Well, you do want to do that, but to use alliances to prevent anyone from making you fight for them early. But taking Wu's main cities before Wu's even a thing would really be short-circuiting quite a bit. Although the plot right now is all settled around the Duangzhuo things, so that's kind of okay. At any rate, we have been summoned to a council, so we have to get to Rivendell, and do that. And it's going to take 57 days to get there, yikes. I feel like we should try to accomplish something while we're still in the city here. I can report more merit. Otherwise, all I can really do is purchase specialties with my gold. There's nothing here that I particularly want. I could keep visiting with Liu Biao to try to get a better relationship going with him, but he doesn't seem to be here. Oh, there he is. I don't have any gifts to give. And I don't, just by talking to him, I'm not increasing my rapport with him. So that's fine. Hui Long wants to visit me. Thank you for taking your time to visit me. We can talk about the 6 teachings of the art of war and get a little rapport. This is not a complete waste of time. I do have a little rapport with him, and he popped up as a guy with something to say when we were trying to get an alliance going before. But I guess I better just head on home, participate in the council. Oh, I can assign officers to do things, though. Let me recommend patrolling for one of these. Try to get fealty up in all of our cities. Well, we'll need it over here soon enough. But this is kind of seems like our central city right now. I'm surprised we can't do anything with this place. I'm not sure why. But if she's already in that city... Yeah, Serena C, why don't you do a little patrolling? That was expensive, though. I probably should have done a lower level of patrolling than that, but... Let's cruise through these cities that are destined to someday belong to Zertopia. I'm holding on to my... what do you call it? Your favor, your... my little, I get to issue a command to the whole force because I achieved a new rank. I earned way more than anybody else because of forging that alliance. Thanks, buddy. Got more merit and more gold. And now in order to achieve a higher prestige rank, I need to... About to take Ling. I need to create bonds between Vulture Bobo and Lady SKS. I need to do just a couple of missions, like simple, basic missions are what I need right now. Okay, so Vulture Bobo has to be at the center of any letter writing campaign for right now. He's already friends with all these people. So let's try to make Vulture Bobo super, super tight with Fall Jaxors, because eventually we know. A little nepotism here. I'm his brother. Fall Jaxors is going to be the wife of our ruler. Let's do a little career-minded politicking. And now we can use elephant riders. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, as far as moving my prestige rank forward, which is the thing I want to try to be doing throughout this LP, we need to get a series of quick, easy missions that we can just knock out. But I still want to also get an alliance going with Liu Yan before it's too late. Excuse me. Well, excuse me, princess. So we may end up reassigned to Ling at some point. I want to get fealty as high as possible at these cities right away. So that's not the best officer to do that task, but he's the one that we had. Meanwhile, yeah, we're at like the farthest point from... Although it won't be too... As long as we don't get assigned to a new city, we won't be too far away from Yan, or Liu Yan's force. Which I guess Yan is part of. Cao Cao has conquered the city of Putiang, and now Liu Dai is no more. See, I knew plot stuff would take over. After the dissolution of the coalition against Dong Zhuo, relations between Yuan Shao and Yuan Shu worsened to the point of hostilities. Yuan Shao, that bastard. He claims he is the head of the family, when it is I. I must remove Yuan Shao. Does anyone have a plan? Well, as a generic man, I would say Yuan Shao is joined with Liu Biao. Their combined forces are too strong to move against. As somewhat less generic man, I say doing nothing is not the answer. The eastern lands are fertile and its men strong. We should attack Cao Cao there and engage Yuan Shao later. Yeah, but if you attack the eastern lands of Mordor, then the men of the west could fall. I agree with Liang Gong and not soldier. Before Yuan Shao, we will defeat Cao Cao. Prepare the army to march. Their ha is to the idea that Yuan Shu is going to defeat Cao Cao. Yuan Shu left Wan and heads for Guangting to prepare an attack on Chen Liu. Lord Yuan Shu, we've spotted Cao Cao's army. Oh, he isn't afraid to fight me, a bold man. Victory will be ours. Yuan Shu and Cao Cao battled fiercely at Guangting, but it was Cao Cao's army who overpowered Yuan Shu. His officers falling swiftly to Cao Cao, Yuan Shu had no choice but to retreat. We will fall back and retreat back to Wan. Cao Cao has more soldiers behind us. Drive through them, clear a path for our escape. Well, we're surrounded on all sides. We'll never make it to Wan. Sorry I suggested that. That was a bad idea. What? How can this be? Cao Cao's formation devastated Yuan Shu's forces. In the end, Yuan Shu barely managed to escape to Shouchun. How simple that was. What of Yuan Shu? He fled in the direction of Huanan. Shall we send riders to chase after him? The riders of Rohan... Sorry, I was watching the Lord of the Rings riff tracks the other day. No need. Prepare the army to march back. We mustn't leave home undefended for long. Yes, my lord. Because that's when Lu Bu tends to attack you. Is Yuan Shu saying Yuan Shu declared Xiao as his new base of operations? I'm narrating my own life. I, Yuan Shu, will start here with Shou Chun to first dominate Huan and then the throne. Damn you, Cao Cao, I will never forget this shame. So, Yuan Shu's main base of operations changed. Xi conquered Jiangning, and I've been ordered to make for Jiangning at once. And I'm no longer... Wait a second. I'm no longer invited to the council? I was one day away from this council and I'm no longer supposed to go to it? See, that's the kind of dumb thing that happens. Because of my home city was changed, I'm removed from this council. Well, I guess I'll finish going in and see what happens if I go to... Yeah. Oh, because the capital isn't there anymore. Well, while I'm here, is there anything to buy? No, I don't really have very much money. Well, I've got 3,000. Oh, not enough gold just appears in the center of the items, even if it's... I have enough for fermented milk. Alright, well, I'm going to save in case the timing gets screwed up again, but I don't consider it save scumming if I never load, but I do tend to save frequently before doing something like trying to launch an alliance, because like as you just saw, I could have been right in the middle of going to do an alliance, and it's suddenly like, this mission's been removed because I'm assigned to a new city. All that being said, the reason I'm assigned to a new city is they've moved me to the front line, so that's actually pretty cool. Now, I could use my favor to strike up alliance with Yuan or Liu Yan, or I could try to take Wu Ling or Changsha before things get going any further. So I'm not sure which would be the brighter move. The problem is, we are going to come into conflict with Liu Zhang, and I really don't want to be in conflict with two forces at the same time, especially this early. I don't know how much trust I have in their ability to hold their own over here without me personally managing things. So I was going to go ahead and... No orders available. I don't really understand this. Why am I not allowed to go? Why am I not allowed to suggest an alliance? No orders available. Oh, because I'm already ordering this guy to patrol? Well, I did just cancel. What if I... Yeah, I lose rapport. Okay, so that's what it was. So I lost a little rapport with a guy who's going to die soon anyway. And I got most of it back. But not all of it. So we wasted gold there with that patrol order that wasn't carried out, but hopefully it won't make a big difference. And I'm not the mayor of the city. I'm a war minister, so I have like one little order that I can give out, but it has to be the basic stuff. You can't do alliances or actual attacks without using a favor, at least this early. So this is kind of an interesting view we've got here. Vulture Bean is out there hiring fresh talent. The hot new rookies. I ran into Omamori, fear something, I don't remember the words. Vitroys in deine Blätter. There you go. What a strange coincidence. You know, this area is known for Mountains. Vulture Bobo and Falljack have become best friends. Can we keep this up? Let's have them be diggity tight. I'm just going to keep working on this until Falljackers and Vulture Bobo are as close as they can be without it turning into some kind of, like, you know, soap opera drama. Let's see what my opponent will do. Well, he's not our opponent. Although he's not in his home palace. He's actually attacking a city or something. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thanks for granting me an audience. Let's hear what Captain Planet has to say. You and Shi army to unite. Not even heavens could resist our might. He's not as opposed to it as Liu Biao started out. Well, hold on. Wait a second. Oh, this isn't going to work. I'm not in a city, so I can't just use the negotiation command. Okay, so what is his capital? I need to go there. Chengdu is the capital. If I go to Chengdu... No, I want to actually go to Chengdu. Damn it, come on. If I go to Chengdu, I can probably use the negotiation command or wait for him to come back after he takes UEC. Because as you can see, they're expanding towards us and we're expanding towards them. So I'm quite hopeful that we'll take Zhangke and Yangchang before they can, but those cities aren't really as big or important. They don't grow as fast and become powerful as fast as like Lingling will. So, I mean, we could potentially let him take all of his little cities over here and just ignore him until it happens, except that the AI ruler is already expanding that way. So, like, if it was up to me, a potential strategy would be just ignore all of these cities and let Liu Zhang slowly take them while we concentrate on gaining this sort of more prosperous area up here. But it's not up to me. And that's one thing that makes this game interesting. You can play as the ruler, but you play as another officer, you have to try to make the best sometimes out of what the AI ruler decides to do. So we can bargain over here, but no final negotiation because the ruler's not present. A different strategy would be, instead of using the bargain command, to go make friends with lots of officers, but that gets pretty involved. That takes a while. Probably has better long-term application, though. So we've hired Zhang Jian, thanks to Falger. We're not too many months away here from the death of Shi, and I've been dismissed as a minister. Okay. I'm not sure why that happened. I didn't think I did something wrong. I've been appointed a different minister. Does that mean that his orders are canceled? No. Good. I was worried that would cancel these orders. I have 0 earned honors this time because I had 5,000 plus last time, and this time technically I spent the entire time traveling between cities. So Maxwell damage, good job. Meantime, since I'm already on this mission, I guess I get to finish it. And I guess I get to go around being a war minister. So I'm going to assign people to get us goodwill. so that I can manipulate Liu Biao's forces further in the future. And I also want to start building up these cities' fealty. These things are pretty bad up there. Get patrolling. I finally have a tiny little break in the plot. Conquer force? He wants to conquer Liu Yan. I'm right in the middle of a negotiating alliance with him. What are you doing? Why did you allow me to do this, then? I've run into some trouble with all Jacksters after sparking a relationship through your letters. Looks like I'll be a little busy from now on. Trouble? I don't know what that really means. We can debate a generic civil official. I mean, it might be that what I'm doing here is actually not that beneficial, and I should just let Liu Yan attack away. But, god damn. This kind of sucks. I just need to ignore this turn because I think he's going to use Assert Lore. Oh, he actually didn't. Yeah, that was a coin flip. I'm having some real struggles here in this debate, but I'm gonna win. Oh, and looks like Liu Yan's back, so final negotiation can happen when I'm finished with all this. Now, the ideal would be if we take over a couple more cities right before I strike the alliance, so that maximize the length of time we can develop the cities before the alliance hits. But despite our intentions to take them over, we don't actually currently have conflict with them that I'm aware of. Okay, I guess those two are as close as they're going to get, so now it's time to develop the friendship between Lady SKS and Vulture Bobo. Somebody's getting Liu Yan's help. That must be nice for them. Liu Zhuo has been hired by Yan Sammy. It would be nice to conclude an alliance before this video is over as well. And I'm actually dealing with real officers now, although that, just based on the portrait, I don't want to be stereotyping military people, but based on the portrait, he looks like he's going to be more of a high war guy than a high int guy. But his int isn't bad. It's the same that a generic official would have. So I guess I just hope he doesn't retort. That was easy enough. Well, these things happen. So I gotta keep going, though. Because we're not there yet. So you get a lot of deeds for pulling this off, but it takes a lot of turns. So I'm lagging behind the speed at which I was hoping to... we can use armored infantry. Lagging behind the speed... These are the non-man techs we're getting for having that one city up in the mountains. Where are you guys going? Okay, you're suppressing some village or other. But essentially, because we took over Jiangning, we're now in range of all these non-man stuff. But once I conclude this alliance, I head back to Ling Ling under the direct rule of Falger, who will eventually be, of course, Lord of Zertopia. I can really concentrate on using all of my turns to do quick, easy domestic missions to get this place to be not as shitty as it currently is. And 11 officers. Not bad. Yeah, see, this thing is, all these created officers, I'm at a huge advantage against other forces. So, like I was saying, this city here, which could be one of our best cities, we just moved all of our freaking officers out of there to work on frontline cities instead. I would have spread them a little more evenly, but the point is, I hope you're having fun watching this. But yeah, we haven't set ourselves up with the most challenging scenario by any stretch of the imagination. Then again, this is a game where you put yourself in one of the starting cities with only like 2 officers, surrounded by more powerful forces. Like, I don't think there's any level of gameplay skill you can have that gets you out of that situation successfully. You pretty much, you have unwinnable starting points in this. I don't see any way you could win as Gongzing, what's his name? Not even Gongzing Zan, the other little Gongzung who's like nearby Gongzung Zan. I don't see how you win with him without dumping a bunch of created officers into his force. Events, fall back, don't slack off. Everybody Wang Shang tonight. My theory is this. You guys need to do what I say. Zertopia is the way of the future, even if it's not really a thing yet. Okay, I'm just going to hope he doesn't assert. And he didn't assert. So I'm good. Played the card that beats anything in his hand, and you pretty much got it. Now these things happen. Sometimes I just have to crush opponents in a duel. Alright, perfect. So, we will have one more debate to do, because we haven't gotten so freaking far of an advantage that a debate isn't even needed. But we should be one debate away from actually getting this alliance of Liu Yan. Wang Shang is going to show up. Oh no, he's going to show up to agree with us. So you got to get it over that little, you see between the, on the blue-red bar, that little white indicator, you got to get it past that in order to trigger the ability to debate to win. But if you get it all the way 100 without even doing a debate here, then you don't even have to do one last debate. But most of the time, the only way to get it further is to do debates outside of here, so. Wang Xuan is going to debate us. I don't know what his int score is, but it's probably, yeah, I was going to say it's probably significantly higher than the people we've been talking to so far. So much relies on this. This would be the right thing to do here. I don't think he's going to do provoke. Provoked. Shit. Hopefully he will retort this time. Nope. I'm not getting any of the things I'm expecting to get. I'm getting crushed. I don't think I have time to turn this around. Yeah, I've lost this one. Crap. You feed me false words and trickery, I will not be fooled. I do not see why I should listen to you. So I blew that one. I'm not going to save scum my way out of it because it hasn't completely blown us up. It's just going to waste a few turns. What sucked about that, he kept picking things I wouldn't expect, which is fair enough. But what's nice about this is, like in RTK13, you had debate skills that you could only have a chance to learn if you won like 10 debates in a row, 20 debates in a row, 30 debates in a row. You really had to save scum debates, or you could if your objective was to try to get a character to learn all the skills, it would never happen. There would always be a debate where one unexpected thing happened, Even if you're just debating, like, the city guards to go into a city. Oh, best friends through letters. There's always, like, there would be one, like, random oops roll, and you'd lose. It's difficult to win 30 in a row of that debate game. In this game, though, there's not anywhere near as big of a penalty for losing a single debate in your career. But we are going to have multiple debates to get back to where we were, I think, because we lost a bunch of momentum there. This should be easier than that one was, but that one we should have won, so who knows. That was significantly easier. I don't want these videos to start going long because I've got other things I want to get recorded today on my day off. But I definitely want to knock this out during this video. I hope you are well. Thank you for granting me an audience. I've come to discuss a few matters on behalf of my ruler, and I will continue to press for this alliance until my home city is changed and all my orders are cancelled. That's the plan. I'm going to hold out until you're cancelled. If we were to unite, not even the heavens could oppose us. We barely got back up to here. So we will engage in a debate. We get probably the same guy again. Yep. Okay, let's try to do better this time. I guess eventually you can just completely exhaust your ability to get enough officers on your side. Yeah, just don't retort, would you? Okay, I've got a much better lie here. I've got things that are going to beat almost anything you can do. So watch it look like super easy this time after being so freaking challenging last time. And by challenging, I just mean I screwed up, not that I should have done. Well, these things happen. You do make a powerful point, despite your deceit and lies. You understand now? Yay, 36-month alliance. Perfect. Alright. Calling it a video. That's going to screw up Shiji's orders, where he intended for us to conquer Liu Yan's force. But frankly, that wasn't a feasible goal at this point. Liu Yan rather has... He has 4 cities. He's not weak enough to conquering his whole force was feasible. But, I mean, as a year-long goal, we certainly could have worked towards it. Now, what we really have to hope for now is that, and I won't be too involved with this, I'm going to head back over to Ling Ling, and to the extent that I have any more, favors that I'm allowed to ask, or privileges, I'm going to probably try to take over Wu Ling while we still have an alliance with Liu Biao. But it's actually unlikely I'll get a chance to do that. I don't know what order he takes these cities in, but I'm thinking he's going to be moving for Wu Ling fairly soon. But if I can't do that, I'm just going to come over in the next video and just start doing domestics in Ling Ling to get some easy missions under our belt. We can become bosom buddies here with Lady SKS. I wonder if that means, yeah, they don't actually count as being part of my circle of friends, even though I'm sworn brothers with Bobo. I mean, that makes sense. But I suppose I should be moving you people into my list of comrades, right? I'm not sure what that does. Oh, sorry, Lita's grandma, Mr. Sirius II, and Lady SKS. I kind of just grabbed people based on, like, well, obviously, I don't know that I would consider that I have a real life relationship with Jaxors, particularly. I haven't even listened to her podcast, her massively successful podcast. But yeah, Vulture Bean and Vulture Bobo are pretty much a no-brainer, and then All Dragon I think is just in terms of commenting on each other's vids. Not that I haven't watched an All Dragon vid in a long time. Apologies, Ald. Not. It's just a matter of having how many hours there are in the day, not anything else. But I mean, now I can potentially spend energy trying to increase my circle of friends and my home base. All that prestige stuff, I kind of don't get why it works or what it's for, other than that you can spend an entire game kind of ignoring the forces of China. No, I don't want to cancel. I want to confirm. I, Fall-Jaxer, is about to use all my talents as your comrades. Look, I need to do something. As your comrade, I swear that I will finish Super Mario RPG. But not for the internet, haha. I'm being silly. I think what this does is it increases the number of people that I can, I think this is about the letter writing campaign, as silly as that sounds. Can I now, maybe not. All Dragon is my, now that All Dragon is a bosom buddy, can I start a letter writing campaign with him? No. So they're my companions, but they're not my friends. Because I don't have a high enough level. I haven't done quests to earn friendship with them. I don't really understand how the companions thing works. And I know that I went and I did the tutorial levels on it, but that was a long time ago. I guess I could go back and watch those vids. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this video on the Mysterious JG. When we come back, we'll probably have some fairly dull domestics videos instead of some fairly dull diplomacy videos. There's going to be war before this LP's over. Don't worry. There absolutely will be. But trying to sort of get as strong a power base as possible before we start having to actually use force of arms to expand or defend. And I'm surprised by how little it's happened on screen. And I think it's because I'm moving much more slowly. When I'm off screen, I skip all the plot dialogues that I would let play out for LP purposes. So time is moving fairly slowly, which is why we haven't encountered lots and lots and lots of officers randomly coming up to us and giving us quizzes and penalizing our intelligence experience if we fail. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.